Lisa Joe, your essential oil girl. How you doing? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. So checking in, I had wanted to share this. So you may or may not know that I live in a condo. Does that rhyme? You may or may not know I live in a condo. Yes, that rhymes. Poet and don't know it. Anyway, anywho, the condo we're in is actually 25 units, which is not bad. That means there's less people, however, and less building. However, that means there's less people to share the bills with. So, yeah, something to think about if you ever decide to move, because the bigger I know some neighborhoods have not condo associations, oh gosh, homeowners associations, but the neighborhood's got like 500 houses in there, and, everybody pays a quarter, and, Well, whenever you're, 25 people, you got to split the cost of stuff. I'm telling you all this for a reason. I am on the condo board. Yes, I know, right? And luckily I'm the one that just shows up to look pretty and go, I don't know, why are you spending my money? Why are you spending my money? Anyway, we got the president that's been living here for, I don't know, 25, 30 years. And then we got the KP, who is the treasurer, who likes to make sure we have the giant cushion in there. So every year our fees go up, and it's like, and then we got Bob, who is our KP and Bob are both handymen. They're out there working, and Mike for that fact. But anyway, Lisa, I just show up to look pretty. Oh, and I will every once in a while put in a little bit of effort into the landscaping of the situation, but not often. So we have a new project. Well, it's not new, because whenever you do, whenever you're on the board, you have you take out money every month for every little thing that happens at your condo. That would be replacing your roof. That would be mowing the lawn. That would be sewer, trash. That would be parking lot. That would be painting the building. That would be trimming the bushes. That would be, all this stuff. So every little thing has a pot, right? And every little thing that has a pot, we have an amount of years. Okay, so this year we have to paint. It's time to paint. I don't know if it's every 5 years or every 10 years. I don't know what it is, but you have to paint. It's in the thing. We've set the schedule. It's time to paint. So we're getting painting bids, right? We, as in they, not we, they are getting, finding different companies to come out and give us bids on painting. So I got a copy of that. We've got 4 bids, which they say at least get 3 bids. That way you have a competitive, but this is what we're running into. And I told John about this, because y'all know this is kind of what he does for a living, and he just kind of, he's no help. So the first bid we got, okay, again, it's a 5-story building. There's 25 units. We need the exterior painted. We need the railings painted. We need some of the concrete freakishly is painted on the ground. And a lot of the paint on the railings is chipping off. So there's some, pulling off the old paint stuff. So that's a thing. And then, of course, the building's old, so you got cracks. So you got to fill in the cracks. You know what I mean? There's a lot to do when you paint a 40-year-old building, right? To keep it fresh. So the first bid, I printed them all off just because I found them humorous. Okay, not humorous in ha-has, and humorous, oh my goodness, how does this work? So the first bid we got from this gentleman, it was handwritten. See, handwritten. I'm not going to show you who it was, because I'm sure he's quite a pleasant fellow. And his bid on labor and materials 5-story building, $3,700. I'm thinking he's missing a zero. Okay? I don't think $3,700 would cover the paint on a building this size. So I think he might have meant to make it $37,000. Here it is in black and white. Well, blue and white. Okay, so that was the first one. I said, well, let's go with him, right? So then the next bid has all these, you know, paint, all the descriptions, A, B's, part 4 of, you know, very professional looking, right? And you go through, and you have to find the code. His bid is $49,975, right? So right at $50,000. Again, 5 stories. And we don't do crazy colors. It's white and a little gray, but white. I try to get them to do fuchsia, and they knock me down every time. I think we should do fuchsia doors. You know, just a bright color door on this. Anywho. So then there's this other painting people. Let's see, that was 1, 2. Okay. And here's one for 103, how do you say that? 103,000, 103, comma 1300. 103,130 dollars. 103,000. So that's double the price of my 49 one. Right, so that's 3 bids. Okay. And then I got this bid. This bid, actually, the people had, the 103 had this brochure that they basically sent us, you know, with all the different paints they were going to use and all the very professional looking. I wasn't going to download all of it, so I did not. So I just printed off the price part because that's all I care about. So the last bid is from a guy, and he bid, oh no, where is it? Okay, $110,900. $110,900, right? So that's the highest one. So we've got $4,000, we've got $50,000, we've got $100,000, and now we've got $110,000. Okay, and this is after one of the guys on the board said, "Are you sure you want to go with that bid because you're exponentially higher than everybody else?" So apparently his bid prior to this bid that I got a copy of was right at $150,000. And he's lowered it down to $110,000. However, he wrote this little snarky letter. I think it's snarky. You know, I can read snarky. I'm just saying. Saying that, you know, all in good faith, he wouldn't suggest us going with anybody besides him, basically, because he offers the best service. So, and he probably does. He probably does. So he's nicely dropped it down for us to $110,000. So you got me on the board, right? You got me, a guy that used to work over at the Cape doing something with the space shuttle. I don't know what he was, but he's been retired for 20 years. And then you got Bob, who used to be a building maintenance guy. And then you got KP, who I think was an electrician. I don't know. So us 4 educated people, including me, get to figure out who we're going to give our money to paint our building. I'm leaning towards this guy, the one that's in the, you know, the one that's in the $3,700. but I don't think the boys are going to go for it. So I'm just sharing. If y'all ever, get into a homeowners association or condo association and think those people have no business making up decisions for us, you're probably right. But we do the best we can. But I think we got a problem here, Houston. I think we got a little problem. Because this guy that said 110,000 basically said, well, if you want 2 layers of paint, that's an additional 20. And if you want this, that's an additional. So he gets it back up to the 150. And if you don't look at it at 150, it's like he's scoffing on half the stuff because we're so cheap. Anyway, so being on a board of a condo association is not all glamour. It's not all glamour. And of course, if anything goes wrong, we can get blamed for it. And I don't know how I got on this board. I do know how I got on this board because my boyfriend said, you need to get on this board because I work all the time so I can't get on this board. So he thinks because I'm on the board, he can tell me what to do and I can make the board do stuff. I say, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. If you got an opinion, you need to talk to them. I am not your spokesperson. So we have a lot of little discussions around that. I cannot tell a lie. Anyway, that's going on. We've got a condo meeting, I think, next week. So if anybody local knows of a good painter that would like to give us a bid on painting our condo, yeah, write them down in the comments, and I will absolutely add them to our potluck of I don't even know what you call this when it's so crazy. I don't even know. Okay, second thing. That's one thing. Okay, so second thing. I woke up last night again thinking about my analogies. So I came up with this analogy, and I've mentioned it before, and I'm going to mention it again because I still find it's brilliant. And it has to do with whenever people choose to do their own business, mine being umbrellaed under doTERRA, right? You become your own personal subcontractor. You've got to figure out how to do everything. It's not, they'll give you some suggestions on how to do things like how to build your business and how to sell, but really you can't make people do stuff they don't want to do. So there's always people looking for us, people. They're trying to help other people, right? Make different choices. They charge us money to coach us, right? To coach us how to be successful in something that we're trying to learn in order to help other people. Does that make sense? My point is, I'm on, I don't know how many different things come up on my thing offering to be my coach. In other words, they're saying, you don't know what the heck you're doing, which is, we all know. So if you pay us $10,000, we will tell you how to do it. Now, this does not mean that these people have been successful in this particular line of business, okay? It just means that I don't know what it means. I guess they think they have the tools that they need in order to help guide you. I think really what it is it's big money for an accountability partner is what it is. If you say you're going to do something, do it, right? So, and people don't want to do that. We're always coming up with, oh, I can't do that, I can't do that, nobody wants to do that. So, anywho, my analogy is all about what the coach should expect, right? They're offering this service to us, and they're taking our money, and then whenever they get the delight of being able to work with us, right? Now they are on the line. They actually have to, perform. Show me how to be me better. So I'm going to use my car analogy again, because my car analogy just makes so much sense. So coaches, this is the thing. I'm talking to the coaches. The rest of you can just leave. Okay? Coaches, whenever you sign somebody up, they request random things. Okay? Random things that people can relate to. I don't know how to drive, but I want to be able to get to the Walmart. I want to be able to drive myself to the Walmart. Okay? I'm hiring a coach to teach me how to get to the Walmart. Okay? You following me? Okay. I don't know how to drive, but I want to get to the Walmart. My coach is going to teach me how to drive so that I can get to the Walmart. Okay? Now, some coaches pop in and say, okay, you just go down the road and turn left, and then you turn right and you're at the Walmart. Well, if I'm paying you to coach me, first things first, I need to know where the keys are, right? Okay, so you give me the keys. You give me the keys, right? Here's the keys. We're going to get you to the Walmart. I'm going to help you drive to the Walmart. Okay, here's the keys. Which car goes to this set of keys? How do I find the car that goes to this set of keys? Oh, no problem. No problem, little customer. Let me show you. This is the car that you're going to be learning how to drive in to go to the Walmart. Okay? So, in other words, we've got to basically, whenever you're taking on somebody to coach, you can never assume that they already know how to drive the car and be able to just turn left and then turn right into the Walmart. Speaking for me, I need to know where the keys are. I need to know what car it is. I need to know how to unlock the doors. I need to know how to put the key in the ignition. I need to know which key goes in the ignition. I need to know how the key turns. I do not need you telling me, here's the keys, just put your foot on the pedal and go. There's a couple that say, I know you don't know what you're doing yet, just put your foot on the gas and go. That at least you're moving forward. No, people. No, that's not good. Okay, so this is the gas, this is the brake. Practice the brake, practice the gas, move up a couple inches, practice the gas, practice the brake. Move up a couple of, maybe drop, pull out of the parking place. Pull out, okay. How do you do that? How do you turn? Okay, oh, turn this way if you're gonna go. Turn that way. Okay. So, for any of my coaches out there, and I have a couple going on right now, love you guys. I'm so glad I'm with you, but I don't know how much you're going to love me in the end, because I got the keys. And I figured out where the car's at. And I opened the door to the car. And that's where I'm at. Okay. Anybody like my analogy? I feel like there's a disconnect, especially on IT stuff, because they just assume you already know how to, what the blinker is. Obviously, everybody knows what a blinker is. I mean, a funnel. Everybody knows what a funnel is. No, we do not. Everybody knows what, everybody knows. Anyway. That's what I spent my night thinking about last night. I said, that's just, if I could just get that across to anybody that's a coach or anybody that says they're a coach, we are expecting a lot for our money. And so far I've been I think things are coming along for me, but it is, and they tell you right out the gate, it's not going to be simple. This is a process. You're going to learn, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get to the Walmart. Yeah, I'm going to get to the Walmart. It's going to take us a while, and I think you're starting to catch on that Lisa needs to know which foot do you drive with? That's all I got. I'm sorry. I know. If you're still on here, God love you. Cause my Sandy says, I look at your videos and they say it's 20 minutes. I ain't watching that. I said, I don't blame you. Anyway, if you hang on and comment, love you for it. If you don't, get it. No problem. Love you guys. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Boop. Oh, hold on. Boop. There it is. And boop.